Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to fill in your eyebrows and just give them that more full natural look. So if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so as you can see, I did this eyebrow off camera just to show you what it is that we're going to be doing today. So now I'm going to be working on this one over here. So to start, what I do is I take a little spoolie brush like this one right here and then just brush out the brow hairs. I like to brush them up and then I kind of pull them into the direction that I want them to go. Once that's done, then I take a small angled brush like this one right here, and then I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This one is in the shade Ebony. And then you don't need a lot of product, so I just very lightly touch my brush into the product, and then I start underneath the brow and just underline right underneath the brow. And then once I start getting a little low again, I just barely tap my brush into the pomade and then keep going to underline underneath. Right here at the tip, I put it at the angle that I'd like it to go at, and then I kind of pull it down because my brow right here doesn't have very much of a tip at the end, so this way I can kind of draw in that shape that I want it to be. And then I just make sure it's matched pretty well to the other side as well. And then I take it a little bit again and just line right on the top of my brow. Again, following that same shape that I did to get this bottom right here. Now typically I don't go all the way to the edge of the brow when I'm lining at least the top, just because then it makes it a lot more boxy, so this way you can make it look a lot more natural just by lining, starting a little bit farther back, and then we'll fill it in right now. So again, I just keep going in and taking a little bit of that product. And I keep saying that because if you get too much, you're just going to have a black line on your eyebrow. And that's not really what we're looking for. So then I kind of go in and go with the directions that the hair is going naturally. And just do light brush strokes to fill in the rest of the brow. Then I do take it up in the front and just do a couple upward strokes again in the direction that the hair is going, and then fill it in that way. Alright, and then from here I do go back in and get that spoolie brush that we used a little bit earlier and just kind of blend in that gel that you used. And I just do the same brushing strokes that I did from the start, just brushing up and then brushing the hairs into the direction that I want them to go for the rest of the brow. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to go in and use some concealer underneath the brow just to define it a little bit more. So I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Light Medium Honey. I don't use the actual wand of the concealer just because it tends to put a little bit too much on. So I'm going to go in just with a small brush like this one and just grab a tiny bit of the product. Typically what I'll do is I'll line right underneath the brow and put a little bit of product, and then if I feel like I have too much, I'll just wipe off whatever's left on my hand. That way it's not all right on my eye. And then just line right underneath that brow with that concealer. And then you just want to drag it down and blend it in. I do usually do my eyebrows before I do my eyeshadow, just so That way when I am using the concealer for my brows, I don't mess up all the work that I've already done with my eyeshadow, because you know that takes forever. So this way you don't have to worry about that. Plus, a lot of times you can use the concealer. Sometimes I'll use it as like an eyeshadow base, so, or eyeshadow primer, so then it makes the eyeshadow apply much more easier as well. So if you don't have an eyeshadow primer, this is something else that you can use. And then just make sure that's all blended in there. And then that's it. That's all that you have to do with your brows. So you can, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit here. You can see that they're much more filled in than what we started with. So that way you can have that fuller brow. And it's pretty easy and pretty quick to do once you get the hang of it. Alright, so thank you for watching my video, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!